ជំរាបសួរបាទស្វាគមន៍ជាថ្មីមកកាន់ Channel មួយ Style បាទយើងវិលជួបគ្នាជាថ្មីម្ដងទៀតហើយថ្ងៃនេះយើងជួបគ្នាជាថ្មីជាមួយនឹង tweak ថ្មីដែលអាចធ្វើឲ្យយើងលេង style ទៅលើទូរស័ព្ទដៃ iPhone របស់យើងនឹងបានយ៉ាងស្រស់ស្អាតផងដែរអូខេអញ្ចឹងដើម្បីកុំឲ្យខាតពេលមួយ Style នឹងធ្វើការបង្ហាញtweak ចំនួន5អញ្ចឹង tweak ទី1ដែលមួយ Style ចង់បង្ហាញគឺជា tweak ដែលអាចធ្វើឲ្យយើងលេង style ទៅលើម៉ោងរបស់ទូរស័ព្ទដៃ iPhone របស់យើងមានលក្ខណៈស្រស់ស្អាតបែបនេះបាទហើយវាចេញជាម៉ោងថ្ងៃជាខែជាថ្ងៃទីហើយនឹងចេញនៅអាកាសធាតុដែលបង្ហាញអំពីសីតុណ្ហភាពហើយនឹងលក្ខណៈនៃអាកាសធាតុបែបនេះអូខេបាទអញ្ចឹងអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាគឺគ្រាន់តែ install នៅ tweak មួយដែលគេដាក់ថាអូខេ install នៅ tweak មួយដែលគេដាក់ថា calm អូខេKALM បាទអញ្ចឹងពេលយើង install ហើយចូលមកកាន់ setting ធ្វើការបើក enable វាទៅបន្ទាប់មកកន្លែង setting នេះយើងចុចលើវាដើម្បីធ្វើការកំណត់នៅលក្ខណៈរបស់វាមួយចំនួនយើងកំណត់រួចហើយចុចឲ្យ apply មកហើយចុចយកពី respring មកវានឹងដំណើរការ tweak នឹងចូលទៅក្នុងទូរស័ព្ទដៃរបស់យើងអូខេ tweak ទី2គឺជា tweak ដែលយើងអាចធ្វើការបង្ហាញនៅលក្ខណៈដូចនេះដូចជាអាកាសធាតុដូចជាថ្មយើងចុចវាមកយើងចង់ដូរទៅជា message ក៏បានឬក៏ដូរទៅជាអីផ្សេងទៀតក៏បានណាបាទអញ្ចឹងយើងអាចធ្វើការផ្លាស់ប្ដូរអញ្ចឹងបានអូខេអញ្ចឹងនេះគឺជា style មួយដែលយើងអាចធ្វើការចូលទៅកាន់ប៊ូតុងមួយឬក៏កម្មវិធីមួយបានយ៉ាងលឿននៅលើទូរស័ព្ទ iPhone របស់យើងដែរអូខេអញ្ចឹងដើម្បីអាចធ្វើបែបនេះបានមុនដំបូងអ្នកនរគ្នាគ្រាន់តែចូលទៅកាន់ cydia ធ្វើការ install នៅ tweak មួយដែលគេដាក់ថាអូខេដែលគេដាក់ថា complication ហ្នឹងយើងចុចលើវាមកបន្ទាប់មកយើងបាទបន្ទាប់មកយើងធ្វើការបើក enable វាហើយធ្វើការកំណត់បាទកំណត់វាណាបាទកំណត់នៅអ្វីដែលយើងស្រឡាញ់ណាបន្ទាប់មកយើងចុច respring ដើម្បីឲ្យវាដំណើរការចូលទៅលើទូរស័ព្ទដៃរបស់យើងនឹងឯងអូខេ tweak ទី3មួយដែលមក start ចុងបង្ហាញនោះគឺលក្ខណៈដែលយើងរបៀបដែលយើងអាចកំណត់នៅបាទកំណត់នៅនេះកំណត់នៅshortcut នៅលើ notification ឬក៏ lock screen នៃទូរស័ព្ទដៃ iPhone របស់យើងដើម្បីងាយចូលទៅកាន់កម្មវិធីមួយបាទបាទអញ្ចឹងនៅពេលដែលយើងចុចទៅលើវាអញ្ចឹងមកវាបាទវានឹងចេញនៅកម្មវិធីដែលយើងអាចឲ្យយើងដំណើរការចូលទៅកាន់បាទកម្មវិធីផ្សេងនៅលើទូរស័ព្ទដៃ iPhone របស់យើងអូខេបាទទីហើយយើងចង់ចូលទៅកាន់យើងចុចវាលែងវាយើងចង់ចូលទៅកាន់ message វាចូលមកកាន់ message យើងចូលទៅកាន់អីបាទវាចូលទៅកាន់ហ្នឹងដោយសារយើងបានកំណត់វារួចហើយអូខេអញ្ចឹងដើម្បីអាចលេង style នេះបានអ្នកនរគ្នាគ្រាន់តែចូលទៅកាន់ cydia ហើយធ្វើការ install នៅ tweak មួយដែលគេដាក់ឈ្មោះថាបាទ quick ls អូខេនេះ quick ls ដែលអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាបានឃើញហ្នឹងហើយបន្តមកយើងធ្វើការចូលទៅកំណត់នៅមុខងារមួយចំនួននៅក្នុងវាទៅកន្លែង left bottom app នេះយើងអាចចូលទៅធ្វើការបើកវាបាទប៉ុន្តែកន្លែង left bottom app នេះខ្ញុំមិនបាច់បើកវាទេដោយទុកឲ្យវាជានៅជា flash ហ្នឹងចុះជាពិលហ្នឹងចុះកន្លែង left bottom នេះso ទៅ right bottom នេះយើងអាចចូលកំណត់វាបន្ថែមទៀតទីហើយខ្ញុំបន្ថែម App Store ខ្ញុំបន្ថែម calculator បន្ថែម calendar អញ្ចឹងទៅបាទបន្តមកយើងអូស back ទៅវិញហើយចុច apply មកអញ្ចឹងយើងឃើញថាពេលយើងកំណត់ហើយយើងចុចមកយើងឃើញថាកម្មវិធីហ្នឹងយើងមានការផ្លាស់ប្ដូរបន្តទៅទៀត style ទី4នោះគឺរបៀបដែលយើងអាចបាទលេង animation ទៅលើ iconនៃកម្មវិធីទូរស័ព្ទដៃ iPhone របស់យើងឲ្យវាមានលក្ខណៈវិលស្រស់ស្អាតបែបនេះអូខេអញ្ចឹងយើងឃើញថាពេលយើងអូសវាទៅវាវិលអូខេពេលយើងអូសទៅវាវិលហើយពេលយើងចុចទៅលើកម្មវិធីណាមួយវាicon ហ្នឹងវាវិលហើយបានវាចូលទៅដល់កម្មវិធីហ្នឹងតែម្ដងអូខេអញ្ចឹងដើម្បីអាចលេង style ដូចនេះបានអ្នកនរគ្នាគ្រាន់តែចូលទៅកាន់ cydia ហើយធ្វើការ install នៅ tweak មួយដែលគេដាក់ឈ្មោះថា anti-revoke អញ្ចឹងយើង install ហើយយើងចូលមកបើក enable វាទៅដើម្បីកំណត់វាហើយយើងបើកដូចជាខ្ញុំបានបង្ហាញនេះមកកន្លែង animation នេះយើងអាច បើកវាដើម្បីធ្វើការកំណត់ animation animation កន្លែង global animation នេះបានន័យថា animation ទូទៅនេះយើងអាចយកអីផ្សេងចឹងណាបើកន្លែង animation នេះយើងអាចយកមួយផ្សេងទៀតឧទាហរណ៍ខ្ញុំយក flip vertical ទេចុះបាទអញ្ចឹងនៅពេលយើងកំណត់រួចរាល់ហើយយើង back ទៅវិញទៅបាទ back ទៅវិញទៅបាទវានឹងដំណើរការឲ្យ tweak ហ្នឹងមិនតម្រូវការយើង respring ទេអញ្ចឹងនៅពេលដែលយើងអូសទៅ animation ហ្នឹងវាមានលក្ខណៈប្លែកអញ្ចឹង tweak ទី5ដែលជា tweak ចុងក្រោយគឺ mobile style ចង់បង្ហាញអំពីការលេង style ទៅលើ control center របស់យើងឲ្យមានលក្ខណៈដូចជា control center របស់ iOS 14 នៅលើទូរស័ព្ទដៃ iPhone របស់យើងអញ្ចឹងគឺវាមានលក្ខណៈស្រស់ស្អាតបែបនេះឯងបាទអញ្ចឹងដើម្បីអាចលេង style control center យ៉ាងនេះបានអ្នកនរគ្នាគ្រាន់តែចូលទៅកាន់ cydia ហើយយើងធ្វើការ install នៅ tweak មួយដែលគេដាក់ឈ្មោះថា prism អូខេ prism អ្នកនរគ្នាមិនហើយ prism បាទហើយយើងចូលទៅវាទៅធ្វើការបើកឬក៏បិទវាបើកទាំងអស់បិទវាទាំងអស់ក៏បានដែរណាតែយើងកំណត់ឲ្យបន្ទាប់មកបាទអាចកំណត់វាអញ្ចឹងតោះមកចុច respring មកបាទវានឹងដំណើរការចូលក្នុងទូរស័ព្ទដៃ iPhone របស់យើងហើយអញ្ចឹងវាបានជោគជ័យហើយយើងចូលទៅមើល control center ដែលយើងទើបតែកំណត់បាញ់មិញអញ្ចឹងទៅបាទយើងឃើញថាវាមានលក្ខណៈស្រស់ស្អាតបែបនេះឯងអូខេអញ្ចឹងនេះគឺជា style ទាំង5ឬក៏ tweak ទាំង5ដែល mobile style ជាមួយចែករំលែកដល់អ្នកនរគ្នាដើម្បីបានជាការលេង style ទៅលើទូរស័ព្ទដៃ iPhone របស់អ្នកនរគ្នាបាន jailbreak ហើយអរគុណណាស់សម្រាប់ការតាមដានទស្សនាថ្ងៃនេះមានតែប៉ុណ្្នឹងទេពេលនេះ mobile style ក៏សូមជម្រាបលាជួបគ្នានៅវីដេអូលើកក្រោយទៀត
What's going on, guys? Simply Pipes here, back at it again with another jailbreak tweaks of the week video. I hope you guys are staying safe right now. Cities are getting shut down, and hope you guys are washing your hands and just staying safe in general. Yeah, I'm here to give you guys 10 brand new jailbreak tweaks for your iOS 13 device, and yeah, let's get right into it. But anyway, let's get on to the tweaks. So of course, I'm gonna throw wallpaper down in the description. Shout out to AR7 for creating this wallpaper. It looks fantastic. It looks gorgeous. I throw his Twitter handle down below. The theme I'm rocking out with is called Iris. This is a classic theme. Yeah, so Iris, here it is. And I'm using Snowboard just to equip it. Alright, so the first tweak I found is called Haptic Val. Now, haptic volume is going to give you haptic feedback when adjusting the volume. So it's just that tactile feeling of just pressing up and down the volume button on your iOS device, or on your iPhone I should say. It just gives you that feedback and it feels amazing. So adjusting your volume, you just feel that buzz, that smooth feedback. The second tweak is called volume percentage. I don't understand how Apple didn't add this in yet, but when you adjust in the volume, you actually have the volume percentage right there. So I have my volume percentage at 91, 84, 78, and it goes all the way down. It adjusts just like that, all the way to 100. So volume percentage, free tweak. And number 3, we have a tweak called Digital Battery 13. It just gives you the battery percentage instead of the battery icon. So this is very handy on notched iPhones. So yeah, you need this. Now you can configure some settings here. So you have Apple's method. So you have the digital battery, you have the no bolt, no fill, stock. I think you have to respring your device. I think this is the best, just having a number up there, just a percentage. And you can adjust it. You can have the placement. Yeah, so this is just like unbelievable how much you can customize this. You can even change the low power mode color and the low battery color icon, whatever. You can customize the heck out of this tweak. Next up, we have quit all, and it just adds a clear button on the top right corner. So as you guys can see, it's just clear. Similar to like if you put your icons on wiggle mode. So similar to the done button, as you guys can see, there's like a done when you're done adjusting your apps, arranging it. Kill all, it just adds a clear, and once you tap on it, it's going to clear all your apps, run in the background. It's going to free some memory. Let me do that again. Yep, and it's cleared. Now there are some settings to configure. You have a kill switch, you have a dark mode button, so you can have that dark mode, and you also have a option where you don't quit on the now playing app. So any app that's playing, it's not going to kill that app. And you can even place it on the left side instead of the right side. Alright, next up on the list we have scroll bar going, and all it is just removes the scroll bar on the side. So on the setting, you don't have no scroll bar, and that works on Safari, works system wide. So it's another level of minimalism, so no scroll bar whatsoever. Simple tweak, but could be effective for you. Alright, here's a cool one. If you have AirPods, this one's for you. This one here is called Airport, and it's going to allow you to customize the AirPods window. So you guys can see I have a teal color, and you can change the text color. You can change the colors of the AirPods here. So taking it to the settings here, you can customize different AirPods. So if you have AirPods Pro, AirPods with wireless charge case, or you just the standard AirPods, you can customize whatever AirPods to your liking. So the AirPods Pro is here. You can customize that to something. Oh, this one here. I think my AirPods Pro is dead. But anyway, you guys get the idea. So you can change the appearance. So you can change the label color. You can make it red, burgundy, whatever color you want. And now look. There it goes. So it just changed right there. It's a little buggy, but it got it. And then even with this color, you can change it to purple. And now look. It's going to look kind of funky, but yeah, so this is really cool if you have AirPods. Just another level of customization you can do. I actually like that little teal color, so I'm gonna switch it back to that teal, dental floss color if I can get it back. Yeah, so yeah, this is cool. And look, you can even reset the settings back to the default, and it's gonna respring my device, and I'm good to go. I'm gonna trust that out. Yeah, so it's gonna be right back into the standard, so you can go back nice and easy. Alright, another thing too you can do, you can change the AirPods color, so you can have it black, white. So this is how the black one will look. If it can come up, there we go. So we got the black one. It's really convenient if you have some matte black AirPods. You want to match it. This is the Pataka AirPal case. This is charging my AirPods. This is triple the battery life of the AirPods. You could charge your iPhone. Yeah. Now this is a tweak that I covered on the last episode, but they did an update to the complications tweak. So you have some brand new features, brand new complications. So right now we have the compass, that's new. You have the stocks, that's new. And you can now add the calculator and the podcast. So you can access it just like that. Once you authenticate with Face ID or Touch ID, you launch up the calculator application. Stocks, you're going to see the live stocks right here. I'm not really a big stocks person, so I'm not going to pay attention to that. But once you have your stock set, you can see it right there on your lock screen. And the compass, it is live. So the compass is in real time. So if I tilt my device, it's actually going as we speak. So if you want to quickly see if you're north or west or south, you can quickly see right there on your lock screen. So yeah, complications is one of my favorite jailbreak tweaks, I must say. And the top portion here, this is the weather conditions, or the weather temperature, the weather conditions there. This is my battery, and this is my Bluetooth battery percentage. So I have my Beats on right now. I should turn it off. It's on 31%. But yeah, complications, highly recommended. The 3.0 update is another, it's another cherry on top. Now next up we have a tweak called compactor, and all it is, it takes the same font on your Apple Watch and it puts it on your iPhone. So that is pretty cool. Everything Apple Pro. I gotta watch that later. So yeah, so it's gonna take the same Apple Watch font and it's gonna put it right there on your iPhone. So for example, you notice the fonts are slightly different compared to a regular iOS device. Alright, so here's a side-by-side comparison so you guys can see the fonts just look a little different, just slightly different, very, very slightly different. And that little change, you notice it right away. It's a breath of fresh air on your device. Even when you're on the music application, everything is just different. New font. I see Apple doing something like this on iOS 14, taking the same Apple Watch font and putting it on the iPhone, and just using my Apple Watch here. So yeah, it's exactly the same font on your Apple Watch onto your iPhone. That's compactor. I guess it just compact everything all in one, and it's simple. Alright, next up on the list we have Sleep Zizzy, and this one here, this is just a sleep timer for your music application. So let's say I'm playing music, alright, I'm playing The Weekend after hours, and I don't want to get after the hours, if you know what I mean. So if I tap on sleep, I'm going to be able to have a timer. So I can set the timer 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and then I can even set the minutes. And then what it's going to do is it's going to slowly, bring down your volume a little bit. So it's going to bring it all the way down, and then it's going to pause your music once that timer hits. It's just really cool because, sometimes you play too much music, you wake up, it's playing the same song over and over. So you could tap on settings, and then you can have on timer end. So you can actually have it turn on your airplane mode, do not disturb, turn off Bluetooth. That is when the timer ends. So let's say you don't want a timer, you can have tracks. So you can have after the first track play, after the 2 tracks, all the way basically infinite, all the way up to 99 basically. So you can have a certain track play, and then that's it. So if I set it right now to 5 minutes, it's gonna have this nice little interface, and it's gonna have a nice animation coming right back down. This is a really cool tweak. I highly recommend it. If you play a lot of music, if you're a music lover like me, you might want to have this tweak installed. By the way, I absolutely love The Weeknd's album After Hours. Is pretty dope. And last but not least, the final tweak, we have bottom toolbar. So bottom toolbar is the most exciting tweak on this list because it completely changes. Now this is not the control center, this is just a bottom bar. You can always invoke it, so you have your dock here at all times. So let's say for example you're on Instagram, all right, you're looking at some pictures, you can have your dock right here, so you can make a phone call real quick. But there's a way where you could change the interface, so you have a full interface here, and then you have like a bar. So you guys can see this is how the bar looks. I really do like the bar better because it reminds me of the early days of the iPhone 10 leaks, where we thought this was gonna be like the home button. But yeah, this is nice. So you have your media controls. You can still interact with Instagram here. If you want to get rid of it, just do the same command again, and you're good to go. So yeah, you can hide the grabber. You can have no rounded corners. You can have auto dark mode, and then even with the bar you can have your recent apps, which I think I recommend other than just my dock, but it's up to you. And now if I go back into Instagram, now it's kind of glitchy. Now it's going to show my my recently used apps if I respring it. So that is bottom bar tool. It is cool, but at the same time you're better off just using your control center. You have everything right there anyway. So hey, it looks nice, but you don't really need it. You get what I'm saying? Alright guys, that pretty much wrap up the brand new tweaks of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed. I throw this wallpaper down below if you guys are interested in downloading it. I appreciate you guys watching the video all the way through. Make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on if you guys want to be notified for more videos. I make pretty good videos on this channel other than just jailbreaks. Oops, my phone just went off. And yeah, comment down below what you guys think. And other than that, your boy Pops. Have a simple day and stay safe. Peace.
Sure, they work also on A12 and A13 devices. So let's begin. The first tweak I want to show you is called Ability, and this tweak is making use of your reachability window in when you activate reachability. Of course, in order to activate reachability, you need to do so yourself. So the ability tweak is very simple. You have several settings: enable, disable. You can disable the timeout in reachability option. You can disable swipe to dismiss or disable tap to dismiss. Now, the main features are here: chevron, reachability, corner radius. So I've played with these two. What you do now, when you enable reachability, you see it goes way more down than a regular reachability window. So even if you have, like, let's say, shorter fingers, this can be of help. The other thing, chevron opacity, is the background. So how you want your background to be blurred, how much blur do you want. So as you can see, I've put it to be pretty blurry, which I prefer. In order to make changes happen, every time you need to hit the respring button. So this tweak is Ability. Tweak number 2 is called Digital Battery 13. And it does the same thing as many of the other tweaks in this way. So for those devices with a notch, you have the battery percentage enabled. As you can see, I have 52% of my battery here, which is thanks to the Digital Battery 13. Settings are pretty straightforward. So you can select the styles of how you want to look like. So for example, the next one is Apple's method, no bolt, which basically puts your digital percentage into a square, like within the regular battery square. And you can choose others as well. Now, here are some of the basic features, how I actually set it up. What is important for me, I've put this change font size to 12 because initially I believe it was like 14, so it looks a little bit bigger, which I don't like. And also I turned off this bold font because I don't like it. This looks much cleaner to me and much better. So this is the digital battery 13. Tweak number 3, which I recently discovered, is called hide surplus, which means that you want to hide the clutter on your home screen. As you can see, I don't have the icons, I don't have the icon names, and it's because of my black background, you cannot see, but my dock also doesn't have the background. And plus, when you open any of your folders, you don't see the icon names. So the tweak is very simple, very light tweak, and these are the tweaks I prefer. So you can hide only 3 things. You can hide labels, you can hide labels folder, and you can hide dock background. Now, I know there are many tweaks like links that we showed in one of the previous videos, but this tweak is simpler if you don't want to do high level of customization on your phone and you just want to hide the names of the apps. Hide surplus is very highly recommended by me, and it's a free tweak. Next tweak is called PercentTimePulsate, and I don't have the settings. The settings don't exist for this tweak, but you will see when you open the description of this tweak that it's compatible with iOS 11, 12, and 13, including the newest devices. So the tweak is very straightforward, very simple, and in case you don't have enabled digital battery percentage here, once you do this, when you want to uninstall your apps, if you hold, you will see that your battery appears and it's gonna pulsate and change into the exact time. So this is the only thing that tweak does. I kind of like it, especially if you don't have your digital battery or some other tweak enabled. So it keeps pulsating and giving you the time and your battery level. So this is the PercentTimePulsate tweak. For the next week, I've been looking for a similar tweak, and I know that they exist, but I couldn't find a decent one which really suits my needs, where I can customize the time and the date on my in the left upper corner of your status bar. And this tweak is called Perfect Time Access or Perfect Time 10s. So as you can see, I like putting the whole thing. I want to see the day of the week, I want to see the exact time, and I want to see exact full date, which is 22nd of March. Now this is not very straightforward. The tweak is not very straightforward because you need to put your time and you need to put your settings the way you prefer. So nothing is basically given. Once you install the tweak, it will be very big and kind of ugly. I don't like it. But after a few tries, I've managed to set it up to look like this. And if you want to have it looking like this, same as me, here is what I put. For locale, you put English US, alignment 0, blah blah blah. And the first part, I've put, this is the time. Okay, so this is the hours and minutes. Font size for me 11 is very nice. And the second part is the size of the day. So this is the day, format E. Font size is 8. As you can see, is much smaller. Let me bring it a little bit closer. So this is how I set up my my time and date, as you can see, with Perfect Time 10s. And for the third part, this is how I set up my day. If you want to change it, you can reorder it, you can put it anytime, any way you want, you can increase, decrease the font, etc, etc. So this is the tweak, Perfect Time Access, and I highly recommend it for customizing your status bar, time and date. The next tweak is called Prism. Now, Prism tweak is the only paid tweak that I'm showing today, and it is, as far as I recall, $3.5, $3.49 will cost you, and it's very good tweak, and I highly recommend it. This tweak what it does, it changes your control center. It changes the way control center works. So initially your control center should be given to you by swiping down from the top right corner. However, this is not the case with this tweak. What it does, when you pull from the below, you will see that your control center is going up. So you can have it like this, and it opens like halfway through. Here you have your battery life. However, this is a little bit strange because of my tweak digital battery. Anyway, when you click on this, you can enable the low power mode, you can disable low power mode, etc. You have your toggles here, and you can even stretch it more to see more of your toggles in the control center. Of course, in your settings, you have many things how to customize it, and even the way you want this tweak to appear. For example, this is how I close the apps, but on the lower right corner, I invoke the prison tweak. So this is very good tweak. I highly recommend it, and because it reminds me of the good old times when the control center was invoked from below. So this is prison. Next tweak is again very simple one, very light one, but very, very functional for me. You know how we all want to quit all the apps in the background after a while. You know, I don't know why people do it actually, but you know, I do it sometimes. Anyway, if you want to do it with one click, the tweak called quit all helps you do it, and it's free tweak. How does it do? So you invoke your switcher, and you have a little button here which says quit, or sorry, clear. So you just clear all of your background apps. So it's pretty neat tweak, very straightforward, very easy. So I highly recommend it. The settings of quit all tweak is very straightforward and very simple. So what you can do, the main thing here, of course you want to enable it. However, you can make this button, quit all button, you can make it dark, or you can place it on your other side. And most importantly, I always do this. I don't want to be that my current playing app is quit. So I enable this if you want to continue listening to music without accidentally closing your music app, which is whatever, Spotify or Apple Music or some other third-party app. So this is quit all. Last but not least tweak is called Smarter LPM, which is Smarter Low Power Mode. So this tweak enables you to extend your battery life by having several options in your settings. So how does it work? Here are the few settings of the Smarter LPM. So what you can do, if you want to save your battery, you can enable LPM while your screen is off. You can enable it while charging, while on Do Not Disturb. You can also hide low power alert. This is my favorite, by the way. And you can have enabled your dark mode with low power mode. Also, you can set custom battery level where you want your low power mode to be enabled. And you can make some customizations like sounds when you reach this level, etc., etc. And plus, I almost forgot, this last option here gives you can even enable a low power mode per app. So any app that you feel like it, when you can go inside, you think that it's using your battery a little bit more, you can enable this app in the settings of the tweak. So highly recommended tweak, Smarter LPM. This is all from me today, guys. I have only 8 tweaks to show you. I hope you enjoyed it. These are the tweaks I recently installed and I'm currently using them. I really enjoy using them, and they are very useful in everyday functionality of your phones. So please let me know what are your thoughts on this. Do you have some suggestions? Is there any other video you would like me to make? And please subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Give it thumbs up or thumbs down if you don't like it. You know, I'm fine with it. I'm eager to hear your critiques and to respond to them in any way I can. Also, you can email me, you can send me a message on Twitter if you have any questions about your jailbroken device, or even if it's not jailbroken. I consider myself to be kind of expert for these iOS devices. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.